Man, that's a bitch, son. I'm trying to, hear me? I ain't never lie about it, my nigga gon' hear me? I'm trying to do all that, man. That bitch don't want to let me play my shit, though. Oh, this time I gotta put my seatbelt on. Fuck. I don't know what's wrong with my girl, son. My girl mad at me because I told my little girl some shit and I was serious. I told her last night, I said, man, look, if somebody playing with you and talking some shit about you, I'm like, you don't let that shit get you upset, because you don't worry about what nobody say about you. You know what I'm saying? You don't let that shit like ruffle your feathers. You don't let that shit get you, let that shit bother you. People always have some shit to say. But I'm like, I would rather you not, because she was like crying, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, don't cry about that shit. Don't cry if nobody says something. If it really bother you like that, punch them in their shit, straight up. Slap the fuck out of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real nigga shit. Because I told her, like, I'm like, shit, in my lifetime, when people and saying some shit about me and I ain't like it, I ain't gonna sit there and cry. I can see when you sit there and cry, then that's when they gonna be like, oh yeah, because I'm like, they might say you a shit eater. That don't mean you eat shit. But if they say it and you start crying, then they gonna be saying, ha shit eater, or whatever like that. But if you slap the fuck out of them, they ain't gonna be saying nothing about no shit eater. They gonna be saying, hold up, now wait, I don't want no problems. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, it seemed like you wanted some problem when you were sitting there saying, lying on me, saying I'm a shit eater and all this type of shit like that. So I told her straight up, slap the fuck out of them, punch them in their shit, beat the fuck out of them. You ain't gonna have them problems no more. And then, on top of that, other people gonna see that shit, and guess what? They ain't gonna do it either, because they don't want you to put your hands on them. And I told her the flip side of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And the flip side of that is, just because you put your hands on somebody, that don't mean that everybody gonna like just back down. They got other people that's about that shit too, but that don't mean nothing. You gotta be about what you about. Don't worry about if they body. You gotta be in your heart. You gotta be a stand-up person and know, man, I'm gonna die before I let you play with me and disrespect me. You feel me? And this girl mad at me. Like, what, I told my daughter something wrong? Fuck, huh? I'm like, shit, I told her something wrong? I always told them, if somebody fucking with you, you know what I'm saying? If you could come get me, come and get me. You know what I'm saying? And that's mostly like if it's some little boys or them big ass, fat ass girls or whatever. But even if them big fat girls, so cause that's what she told my youngest daughter. Oh, but she bigger than her and all that. Don't put that shit. I'm like, don't put that shit in her head. Get a brick, get a stick, beat the fuck out their ass. I don't give a fuck how big they is. I'm like, shit. You see my ass? I'm small as I've been small. All in the penitentiary, I was small. But shit, I'd be goddamn if I was a hoe. Fuck that. You got me fucked up. I don't give a fuck how small you is. That don't mean you gotta be no hoe just cause you're small. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker respect that heart. Like a motherfucker, you hear me? You gonna have to kill me before I be a bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to teach my daughters. They gonna have to kill you before you be a scary ass bitch. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? And if I said something wrong, let me know. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't teaching your children that means you a scary ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm teaching my children how to rock. Beat the fuck out of motherfucker. Don't play with nobody out here. Don't let nobody play with you. Fuck all that. And I mean that shit. I swear to God, because I love my daughters. Fuck, I mean that shit. For real. I said something wrong?